What up, YouTube? It's your girl, Aarona Lopez, and I'm in Starbucks getting my coffee and all this jazz. So, I got a few things that I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. First and foremost, a new episode of the Virgo Viewpoint is absolutely dropping today. I have a lot that I'm going to share about it and on it. I'm also going to take another stab at my Sex Flicks and Chill podcast. Yesterday, I was recording it, trying to feel my way through it since it was the first one and I had never done it before. And I wanted to. Hi, Tawana, how you doing, girl? I wanted to redo it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be half personal experience, you know what I'm saying? And then the other half, really delving into the movies. And so the thing about starting a podcast, the inaugural episodes always have to have some basis, right? Because you never can assume people know who you are. And so, hey, boo. Hey, you can never assume people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's always have to have some basis, right? Because you never can assume people know who you are. And so, hey, boo. Hey, you can never assume people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm taking into account that, this is another podcast, but this is the first time people are hearing me, seeing me, et cetera. So I have to repeat certain stories. I have to repeat certain aspects of my life because I want new listeners for the world. And I can't assume everybody is, knows me from, I don't know, the past or what have you. So it's one of those things where I try to, open up and let people in who I am. But I've been having kind of a quiet morning because the same things that, because what I want to do from this point forward is going to, take, different uses of my time and different habits and just different everything. And it's definitely going to have to take a different environment. Even now, I was sitting here looking up, because I'm making my travel plans and what have you. And I was reminded that Atlanta was the place where my podcast mic cord got stolen. You know what I'm saying? Out of a motherfucking Starbucks. It was... I'm an elephant, and I just be remembering every damn thing. But it was the one in Marietta that was across from that Waffle House and down the street from that McDonald's where I was famously beaten and publicly exposed and all that other ridiculousness that I didn't deserve. But I digress. But I was at a Starbucks, and the cord, they stole my damn cord while I was outside trying to make a video for YouTube. But anyway, I'm making a transition into the personal development business. I'm still gonna do comedy. Okay, and this is what I need people to get. I need people to understand this. I need people to feel me, but I don't need people to accept it or validate it or agree with me or whatever. Just watch me do what I do, and then it's whatever. But comedy is so beautiful. Comedy is so dope because you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with comedy. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no what the hell are people talking about? There's no wrong way to do comedy per se. Hold on 1 second. Report. Cool. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm reporting someone. Okay. YouTube want to play those games. Anyway, would I ever come to the city of Baltimore? No. I'll come to perform. I'll come to tour. I'll come to promote events, but Baltimore ain't warm enough for me. And I've been to Baltimore. I've done Baltimore. I performed at it's a basement comedy club in Baltimore. And the dress I had on just so happened to match the background of the club. But I was in Baltimore as recently as July 2016. But before that, I was in Baltimore. Before that experience, probably 08. Because that whole DMV spread is different for me. Shout out to Virginia though. Virginia showed me mad love. Virginia and West Virginia, and also has paid me higher and better than some of their neighbor development business is where I'm heading towards because I have so much that can help people. And the thing about helping people is and giving them what you have, it's about solving their problems and being the solution to their pain. And so when I think about all of those me to want to be successful, they were always rooted in number one, love, number two, weight loss, and spirituality, the three, right? My entire life has been about love. My entire life has been about love because I never felt it. I always felt in search of it. I always wanted it. From my parents to my friends to, my relationships. I didn't have one of those parents that was extremely supportive or, really paid attention to what I cared about and what mattered to me. I didn't have parents like that. I had parents that, Both were narcissists. Both of them. They both were narcissists. Like, forget all of that. My mama was, and my daddy was too. Both of them cared more about their outside reputation than their their actual day-to-day inner work. Both of them, her and him. They both were in competition with each other too, which was weird and crazy because it's like, okay, first of all, y'all both school teachers. Neither one of y'all out here curing cancer and shit. So the fact that y'all like both of them would actually like have arguments of whose students love them more. You know, like who cares? Like, are you good at being a teacher? Are you out here teaching people shit? Okay, well then you won. Like you're successful. You know, there's no need to one up each other for what. And I've shared the situation of me being a kid and just watching them closely and always wondering like why my parents didn't look like other people's parents and why my parents didn't, you know, show love and have that love like other people's parents, you know. But because I was happy to be here and happy to be alive, I didn't, you know, want to like question it too much because hey, whatever happened, let them have me and I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. And since I'm here, I want to take full advantage of being here. I'm gonna follow all my dreams. I'm gonna do everything that like looks cool and feels cool and you know like makes me feel alive because I'm happy to be here. But I also want to produce kids that do and feel the same. And I don't want to be to my kids the way my parents were to me. I won't. But this wall and my chair is here, and she looked like she was about to come behind me to be in my shot. And no, man, these undercover cops got balls. You hear me? Anyway, I'm like, this is a wall right here. This is a chair that I'm sitting in. Where you going, mama? Anyway, so for me personally, I always wanted love, and I always, you know, looked for it, and that's why I made great grades because they're both for parents. I wanted to be excellent at school because I wanted them to, you know, brag on me. I wanted them to come to my honor roll breakfasts and all that, which they never did. I think my mama, well, you know, I think my mama might have came to one or two. I think I give her credit. She might have came to one or two, but you know, no, in all type of scholarship programs, all that stuff. Met the mayor, his wife, had brunch with him. You know, was in all these programs. My parents weren't there. You know, and pom pom, all of that. We went to nationals. I could never look in the stands and see, you know, my family. I didn't have that. And I decided that, you know, when I have kids and when I get the turn to be mom, my kids are gonna always feel like they are the best people in the world, and I don't get no shit. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna let them get away with doing what they want because I've also, fortunately, seen really good examples of how babying kids and how you know, just over giving to them create some real spoiled, entitled bastards. I have seen that. My sisters. So I won't do that. But, you know, just little shit. Like, I can't wait to just make them little sandwiches and ask them about their day and really be involved in their little world and getting to know them as people and getting to support them and promote them as little people. You know, I want that. And so that's my goal. That's my dream. That's what I want. Right. I also, you know, am very passionate and very vocal about being a woman, being an African-American woman, due to, you know, it was always painful to me how I would be left out of opportunities or pushed out of opportunities because of my race or sex. You know, there were experiences that I had that happened. And of course, it was painful. It pained me, you know. So my goal was to be so good that they can't deny me, to, you know, make sure I always got that one thing or that other trick or that other bag or that other, you know, ability that it's like, okay, you tried to shut this down or floor me this way, but oh, lo and behold, oh, she's capable. Sorry, you know, because that pained me, right? And what it created over time is like this arsenal of all of these skills, all of this knowledge, all of this everything that I have, and to be in a position right now, currently in my life, where, you know, financially I'm struggling so much, and financially, you know, I am bankrupt. Which I think I'm gonna file for bankruptcy too. Like, I mean, what the fuck? What am I waiting on? Like, honestly, like the other day, like yesterday, I was sitting there and I was just like, let's just file. Like, forget all that old stuff. Stop letting people put pressure on you. And it's like, you know, like just file. Because number one, I've already cleaned my credit up twice. So I know how to clean up credit without filing. You know what I'm saying? But things have gotten so bad and people are trying so much to use all of this against me that it's just like, just file and forget about it. Like, I'm gonna have to pull my mama on these people. Like, my mom like filed and like through the divorce of the bankruptcy. She's like, just that card, throw that in the bank, throw that in there. I'm not dealing with that. Throw this in there, throw that in there. Like, fuck that. You people ain't finna stress me out. I'm gonna do the same shit. Like, throw that in there. Fuck that. Y'all not stressing me out. Which is another area of once I go through it, I can show other people how to get out, how to, you know, how to transition. So basically, what I am doing, what I am marketing myself as from this point forward. You know, number one, like I said, I'm going to be a comedian. That part never dies. It never ends. As long as I have the ability to tell a joke, I'm good. I'm a professional talker. That's what it is. As long as I have the ability to tell a joke, I can go and be in front of people, do some material, and they laugh. Bitch, I'm employed. That's it. There's no real rules. You don't need approval. You don't need anything. You don't need a posse. You don't need backup singers. You don't need background dancers. You don't really need a manager because, hell, I've had a 13-year career with no managers. And the year I tried to get a manager, he was so busy trying to get love and notoriety off other people than actually doing real work. And it was a waste of my time. So I don't need all of that. I'm going to be a comedian regardless. But then also, there's other people whose, careers I've watched, and I've just been a student, of, and I've watched how, they do what they do, but they've been able to transition into different fields, and take their knowledge and monetize it and, let it create, different cycles. And see, the thing is, and I've always been a big believer of this, the older you get, the easier life should get, because you don't make it to every birthday and not learn stuff. Like, the older you get, life should become easier, breezier. It shouldn't be a struggle. It shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't be still doing the same shit you was doing when you was 30, when you was 20, when you was a teenager. Like, that makes no sense. There's like this backwards thinking that's always promoted, which really is designed to keep people broke, but that's a whole nother story. I'll get into that later. But there's this whole background thinking or backwards thinking that's promoted, that you do the same thing because consistency is rewarded, and you got to do the same thing because that means you're loyal, and you got to do the same thing and keep the same habits and keep this and keep that and keep that. But all that really does is just keep you designed to be in the same place that you were, and time passes and nothing changes. Me personally, this is me. People can do whatever they want to do because they're grown. And I'm always